So we're just now on the other side of Farragut Square here at 17th and K, where that press conference took place. And really, when that press conference wrapped up, we had additional questions. We wanted to know more, including if anybody else was hurt, because according to one witness who witnessed this shooting, that there was an innocent bystander who possibly was shot and was at least removed from the scene. And here at this particular scene, there's no signs of slowing down. We know the shooting happened around 2:15 this afternoon, but obviously we have more investigators making their way here. We have this part of the street blocked off, and I really want to zoom in all the way to the end of this street where we do have that gathering of law enforcement and investigators. Obviously, outside of MPD, we have federal investigators here as well, even from Secret Service. And so earlier today, during that press conference, knowing that the guardsmen were able to at least hold this suspect down until law enforcement arrived to arrest this person, really highlighted the gravity of the situation, the intensity of what was taking place. And we talk about high visibility presence from the National Guard troops, but really this is a busy area. We have employees back now that the government shutdown is over. This is a highly frequented area with the businesses nearby. And we also spoke to another person who says that she witnessed kids and adults running, scurrying as soon as these gunshots erupted, again, just after 2 o'clock this afternoon. And so I really want to show to my right here and really throughout Farragut Square just the amount of attention this has gotten from both local and national media. This part of the street, no doubt, is going to be blocked off for quite some time. And we also heard from FBI Director Kash Patel, because really the conversation is going to be involving federal agencies. We know the mayor spoke to Pam Bondi, who was already on the phone with President Donald Trump. As we have reported already, President Donald Trump has requested 500 more National Guardsmen to come here, which brings up the conversation and question if that is a necessary move. But really a point of interest from both the mayor and FBI Director Kash Patel is honoring these people, the National Guardsmen who also have been hurt, but also who responded quickly at a time when really they were ambushed.
Since this is an assault on a federal law enforcement officer, this will be treated at the federal level as an assault on a federal law enforcement officer. The FBI will lead out on that mission with our interagency partners, to include the Department of Homeland Security, Secret Service, ATF, DEA, and we're thankful for the mayor's assistance in this matter, the Metropolitan Police Department and their skills in investigating homicides and gun shootings in this city is exceptional. We will work together collaboratively because this is a matter of national security, because this is a matter of pride. President Trump has been informed. We've been in contact with the White House. We will shortchange the American public with no resources to make sure we find and safeguard our nation's capital right here in Washington, D.C., and bring anyone responsible for this heinous act of violence.
At approximately 2:15 this afternoon, members of the D.C. National Guard were on high visibility patrols in the area of 17th and I Street Northwest when a suspect came around the corner, raised his arm with a firearm, and discharged it at the National Guard members. The National Guard members, there were other members that were in the area. They were able to, after some back and forth, able to subdue the individual and bring him into custody. Within moments, members of law enforcement in the area were also able to assist and bring that individual into custody. At this time, as the director mentioned, the National Guard members are being treated at a local hospital. DC Fire and EMS responded to the scene to provide first aid for those individuals and transport them to a local hospital. The suspect in this case was also transported for treatment at a local hospital.
And we join with the FBI Director in ensuring that MPD investigates, the U.S. Attorney prosecutes this case to the fullest extent of the law. I've had the opportunity to brief U.S. Attorney General Pam Bondi, who was speaking to the president when I called, as well as the United States Attorney Pirro, who assured me that this case will have her office's complete attention.
Yeah, we wanted to kind of remind folks what was said during that press conference, and we want to emphasize these two National Guardsmen were shot here near Farragut Square, usually a busy day just before Thanksgiving. And really, it's still very much an active scene. I spoke to a witness who says she was forced to hide in one of the banks here before they were able to walk out safely, presumably soon after that suspect was taken into custody. And to note, authorities say that they are not looking for another suspect. Guys.